After 3 weeks recess, members of parliament are set to return to the August House with activities filled in tray. This will be the first time since the parliament invasion by the Gen Z and the controversial approval of the Kenya Defence Forces to be on the streets to quell chaos. While on recess, President William Ruto rejected the finance bill following the deadly protests through a memorandum. As part of the order of business, the National Assembly will consider the memorandum before voting within the week. Any member wishing to revive any clause of the finance bill must garner the support of the 2/3 of the bill, an equivalent of 233 members of the House.
The President declined to assent to the finance bill 2024 and sent back with a memorandum indicating that he had rejected all the clauses of the bill. So that memorandum and rejection will also be part of the business of the House.
Members at the appropriate stage, according to Article 115 subsection 4A of the Constitution, absence of any amendment will signify agreement with His Excellency the President, which essentially means a total rejection of the bill.
Remember that under our standing orders, when the President sends a memorandum of that nature, any member who wants to overturn that memorandum or any provision therein must garner 2/3 of the members of the House.
Speaker Moses Wetangula has denied claims that the bill has since become law within 14 days of its rejection.
So we will be placing the memorandum before the House. This also addresses the issue that I've seen in the media, that the bill was going to be operational within 14 days of the rejection of the memorandum. That is not true, and we have no provision in law or under the Constitution for that. The bill is in limbo, is in purgatory, so to speak, awaiting the next vote on it in the House.
Also set for consideration is the supplementary budget, where the government has had to review its key priorities owing to a strain in finance after the finance bill failed to sail through.
The President also referred back the Division of Revenue Bill, which shares out our resources between the two levels of government. Given the shrinking purse that the government has, the President has indicated that then both levels of government must take some haircut on their revenue allocation.
On the table is also IEBC reconstitution, with Wetangula making assurances that IEBC selection panel will be gazetted by next week Tuesday, with the bodies mandated to second names of the panel set to do so by Friday this week. The Parliamentary Service Commission is expected to give 2 names, Law Society of Kenya 1 name, Institute of Certified Public Accountants of Kenya 1 name, as well as Political Parties License Committee will give 3 names as nominees, while the Inter-Religious Council will provide 2 names. The panel will then invite applicants for the position, which have remained vacant since last year, January. The Speaker is further denying allegations that the media has been barred from accessing Parliament buildings, which Wetangula says was necessitated by damages caused by protesters during the anti-finance bill Parliament invasion.
The only issue is that following the extensive damage that Parliament suffered, we have, as management of Parliament, allocated media that covers Parliament, space across the road at the Red Cross building, but we will be able to facilitate live coverage as we have always done.
However, Busia Senator Okiya Omtata is not having it and terms the move by Parliament as unconstitutional and is threatening to head to court within 7 days.
The media in Parliament. These people think they can reverse this country are wasting their time. And if this thing is not lifted within the next 7 days, I'm going to take judicial action to have that circular here. It was issued by Speaker Wetangula. And Wetangula should not think that this country belongs to him. He cannot just wake up and issue sanctions that cannot apply. So it's very shameful that I've had to hold a press conference.
As the Parliamentary Service Commission asserts that 100 million shillings will be used to renovate Parliament buildings, which was severely damaged, Wetangula says that 94 million shillings will be used, but the cost will not be passed to the taxpayer.
We had insurance cover, so the insurance is taking steps. Work has started in restoring the damaged buildings and the damaged furniture, TVs and other equipment within the precincts of Parliament.
The media will for the meantime have to operate outside Parliament. Wetangula also assures Kenyans that all CSs named for reappointment will have to be vetted. Martin Opio, K24 TV, Nairobi.